Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0502 pertains to a malfunction in the continuously variable transmission CVT speed sensor circuit, specifically indicating an open or short condition. The CVT speed sensor is located on the outside of the torque converter housing and plays a crucial role in detecting the number of revolutions of the secondary driven gear in the transmission. This sensor sends a pulsing signal to the transmission control module, TCM, which then converts this signal into vehicle speed information. If there is no signal detected from the sensor for a minimum duration of 4 seconds while the secondary driven gear is rotating, the TCM concludes that there is an issue in the circuit and logs this DTC. A failure in the circuit can stem from multiple issues, including poor connections or direct sensor failures. Indicators such as the malfunction indicator lamp, MIL, illuminating and the shift position indicator blinking will alert the driver to the issue. The CVT speed sensor is attached to the outside of the torque converter housing, a location that is vital for accurately detecting gear rotations. Its primary role is to monitor the number of revolutions of the secondary driven gear. This information is critical as it gets sent in the form of a pulsing signal to the transmission control module, TCM. The TCM receives these pulses and utilizes them to ascertain the vehicle's speed. A malfunction in this sensor or in the circuit may prevent the correct pulses from reaching the TCM, thereby leading to incorrect speed readings or potential gear shifting issues. This disruption usually triggers the DTC P0502 code, along with visual alerts on the dashboard that indicate a need for immediate attention. Several potential causes can result in the DTC P0502 being triggered. First, the VEL PWM, variable voltage pulse width modulation, line may be open, which includes possibilities such as a loose or disconnected connector, interrupting the signal flow. Similarly, an open in the VCC voltage common collector line or the SG sensor ground line can occur due to poor connections, which essentially prevents the sensor from functioning correctly. Another potential cause is a short circuit to the ground on the VEL PWM line, which can alter the signal output received by the TCM. Additionally, a complete failure of the CVT speed sensor itself is a viable cause, as this would disrupt the normal operation of vehicle speed detection. Lastly, an internal failure within the TCM could also lead to erroneous readings or signal interpretations. Each of these causes should be meticulously examined when diagnosing the issue. The symptoms associated with DTC P0502 primarily include the illumination of the malfunction indicator lamp, MIL, which serves as a warning signal to the driver. Additionally, the shift position indicator may begin to blink, which is indicative of a transmission-related issue that requires immediate attention. When these alerts are active, drivers may experience various drivability issues, such as erratic shifting or difficulty in gauging vehicle speed. This can lead to unsafe driving conditions, as drivers might not fully understand the performance status of their vehicle. These symptoms, particularly in combination, strongly suggest the need for diagnostic testing to identify the underlying cause of the DTC and to determine the necessary repairs. The first step in the troubleshooting process for DTC P0502 involves starting the vehicle's engine. This action is fundamental as it initiates the engine's normal operating conditions, allowing the systems to engage and providing the necessary power to the components involved, including the CVT speed sensor and the TCM. After starting the engine, it's crucial to check the engine's status to ensure proper function. Verify that the engine RPM is above the minimum threshold of 500 RPM which is necessary for the TCM to actively monitor the signals from the CVT speed sensor. If the engine is unable to maintain this threshold, or if startup issues occur, further investigation will be required before proceeding with additional diagnostic steps. The next step is to drive the vehicle at a speed of at least 37 miles per hour, 60 kilometers per hour. Achieving this speed is important because it allows the TCM to receive valid signals from the CVT speed sensor under typical driving conditions. As the vehicle accelerates, the sensor will generate pulses corresponding to the revolutions of the secondary driven gear. Observing the TCM's response at this speed is critical, as it will indicate whether the DTC P0502 is still present or if new diagnostic information arises. Ensuring that the vehicle is driven safely and in accordance with traffic regulations during this step is paramount for both safety and accuracy in the diagnostics process. In this step, after successfully driving the vehicle at the designated speed, the next action is to release the accelerator pedal and allow the vehicle to decelerate. This procedure is vital because it simulates the braking conditions that the CVT speed sensor may experience during regular driving. While decelerating, the TCM should continue to receive signals from the CVT speed sensor. If it doesn't, this reinforces the presence of an issue. This gradual deceleration should be performed only when traffic conditions permit, ensuring that both the driver and other road users remain safe. Monitoring for any changes in the MIL status or the shift position indicator during this phase will provide additional insights into whether the speed sensor is functioning correctly or whether further diagnostics or repairs are warranted. As the final verification step, following repairs or diagnostics for DTC P0502, it's crucial to clear any stored diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, from the TCM using a suitable scan tool. This process ensures that any previous malfunction indicators are reset, allowing for an accurate assessment of the system's current status. Following the clearing of codes, a test drive of the vehicle is essential to validate that the repair procedures were effective. During this test drive, the vehicle should be operated under various conditions to see if the DTC reappears. If no error codes are triggered during this phase and the vehicle operates smoothly, it provides confirmation that the established issue has been adequately addressed. Preventive maintenance is essential to avoid recurring issues associated with DTC P0502. Regular inspection of the connectors and wiring related to the CVT speed sensor can identify potential problems early, such as corrosion, loose connections, or frayed wires. Additionally, routinely monitoring the sensor's performance during regular vehicle checks or servicing can help catch anomalies before they escalate into significant failures. Drivers are encouraged to keep an eye on the MIL and shift position indicators to ensure any arising issues are promptly addressed. Proper maintenance of the CVT system as a whole will contribute to the longevity and efficiency of the vehicle, safeguarding against prolonged downtime and costly repairs. In conclusion, addressing DTC P0502 effectively requires a thorough understanding of the CVT speed sensor's crucial role in vehicle operation. By diagnosing systematically through each troubleshooting step, technicians can accurately identify the root cause of the problem. It is equally essential to consider that preventive maintenance plays a critical role in ensuring the ongoing reliability of the vehicle's transmission system. Being proactive in inspecting connectors, monitoring performance, and educating oneself on how to interpret the dashboard alerts related to the TCM can save considerable time and money in the long run. Ultimately, a well-maintained vehicle not only enhances performance, but also ensures safety for both the driver and others on the road. please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.